A team in the West that hasn't lost since making a coaching change. Under new head coach John Lucas, San Antonio has been experiencing a revival as they've won 4 in a row. Against Denver, they got their running game going and made it a successful debut for their rookie head coach.
And John Lucas comes away from his first game as an NBA head coach a winner.
Next, the Spurs took to the road, and against the Clippers, Sean Elliott found a groove to the tune of 32 points. And of course, there was the Admiral.
And Robinson goes to the rim for the slammer.
After taking care of one LA story, San Antonio took care of the other.
Oh, yeah!
And I want to tell you, they're in love, it looks like, with John Lucas.
In Chicago, the Bulls have hit their stride. Trailing behind Miami, Michael didn't score a field goal until the 4th quarter. That would change.
Is this the Spurs? Yes! And Michael goes crazy. Oh, baseline. Yeah, baby! Oh, Michael, turn his crowd on, buddy!
Getting into the holiday spirit, Jordan did share some of the scoring load against Washington. But not too much, as Michael had a season-high 57.
Hey, Mike fell down and still hit it.
Pat Riley's Knicks came into town, and you know what that means. Defense. But it was the Bulls whose stifling pressure would win out. And 42 from guess who? Finally, on Saturday, Chicago traveled to Indiana, and Horace Grant led the way with a career-high 30 points and 20 rebounds.
Well, Grant's doing it all tonight, but that's the simplest way to put it.
In the Pacific Division, the Seattle Supersonics and the red-hot Phoenix Suns found themselves on a collision course all week. On Tuesday, the Sonics would invade the Western Conference champion Portland Trail Blazers. With Clyde Drexler still bothered by a sore knee, Seattle didn't miss a beat. And even with their own young star Shawn Kemp out with an injury, the Sonics cruised to victory.
Underneath, McKee double pumps, jams it. So the Sonics are going to be happy. The city of Seattle will be happy on this. The Sonics are beginning to take hold up there right now.
Meanwhile, Phoenix is flipping over the Suns, looking to tie a franchise record of 10 consecutive wins in a single season. Charles Barkley would lead the way.
Here he comes.
And play the part of hero.
Cedric turns, leans in, puts it up. No. Barkley! What a follow by Barkley!
Keeping pace with Phoenix is a challenge to say the least, but the Sonics seem to be thriving on it. Against the Lakers, they built a big lead and looked like easy winners.
Pierce, front court, down the middle all the way, and he scores.
But LA staged a late comeback, and Seattle needed a clutch shot to win it.
Ball in low, and he tries to turn around jumper is good. Oh, what a shot.
The Suns have become a tight-knit group this year, and the bonding thread has been Sir Charles. Against Denver, he was typically dominant. But let's not forget that he still has his moments.
Barkley is gone.
The Suns won their 11th straight anyway, as Dan Marley picked up the slack with 25 points. Fittingly, the week would culminate in a marquee matchup of these two teams, Phoenix and Seattle. Two of the hottest squads in the league would square off in a showdown in the Valley of the Sun. Everyone was pumped up for the game, which had an aura of playoff intensity surrounding it. From the outset, it would be clear that this was going to be a seesaw affair, as both teams traded hoops throughout the first half.
Fires from the head of the key. Got another one. 4 for 5. Ricky Pierce with 8 points, going gangbusters in the first quarter. Early offense. West sneaks behind the defense. Marley from the head of the key. His entry pass stolen away by the key. Lead pass to Pierce, broken up by Ceballos. Into the lane.
Both coaches were attempting to figure out an effective strategy in order to pull away. Even with the return of all-star point guard Kevin Johnson, Phoenix still couldn't take charge of the game. And the Suns led by only 5 at the half.
A well-played game. The Suns 60, Sonics 55.
As the second half opened, not much was going to change, except for the lead, that is. This game saw the lead switch hands an amazing 29 times. In addition, the contest was tied on 19 separate occasions, so there was no doubt that this was going down to the wire.
The 3 attempts. Here's Ames off the bench with a 3. He nailed it. Back comes Barrow. Outside, darts into the lane. Kick outside to Payton. He'll fire a 3. Got it! Gary Payton comes back with a 3-pointer.
In the fourth quarter, Charles Barkley, who led all scorers with 33 points, went toe-to-toe with the Sonics' Eddie Johnson. Johnson was so hot that he single-handedly kept Seattle from falling behind.
Speeds over to Eddie. Long jumper. Got it. Eddie drills another one. Takes Chambers, leans in. Banker. Got it. Oh, Eddie Johnson. Chambers. Hands off to Johnson to tie.
However, Johnson's heroics were not enough as Barkley and the Suns sealed the game and went on to post their 12th straight victory, 113 to 110.
Barkley will throw it in the front court. McMillan's got it, and he is.
Coming up next, Atlanta's Kevin Willis is holding court, and he does it with desire.
You have to have a burning desire inside to rebound.
And we also have what you've been waiting for in NBA Encore. Now, we profile one of the NBA's most physically imposing players, Atlanta's Kevin Willis. His mere presence is enough to intimidate. His body is carved out of rock, and his game speaks for itself.
And Willis anticipating.
Look out here. Oh, women and children into the lifeboats. He's a one-man wrecking crew here.
With his confidence surging, Willis is perched atop the NBA, and everyone agrees that he's one of the most feared players in the game.
I fear no one or nothing right now, only myself.
In 1984, the 7-foot forward joined forces with Dominique Wilkins as the Hawks became one of the league's most exciting teams, known as Atlanta's Air Force. But Willis would be grounded in 1989 with a career-threatening injury.
I said when I was younger that I would never break anything or couldn't break. I was too strong. These things wouldn't happen to me. So the mental state takes over now. Are you mentally strong enough to overcome the physical? Now you have to sit back, mentally stay tough, stay focused, get the foot healed, go through the rehab, and get back on the court again.
Willis would rebound from his injury with a vengeance.
Romeo to Willis.
In '92, Kevin would replace injured teammate Dominique Wilkins as he made his first NBA All-Star team. But make no mistake, Willis's All-Star selection was based on his yeoman-like work in the paint, where he grabbed an impressive 17 rebounds a game.
You have to have a burning desire inside to rebound. You can't just say, I want to go out and get 10 rebounds. It's not going to happen that easy. You have to have timing, good positioning, and you have to outthink and outquick your opponent.
When Neek returned this season, this great duo was back in action. But Wilkins is sidelined again. And now, Kevin Willis will have to do it on his own. It looks like this soaring hawk is out to prove that he's one of the premier forwards in the game. Willis's relentless determination is reminiscent of former St. Louis Hawk Bob Pettit, who is one of the truly legendary players who have ever graced the hardwood floors of the NBA.
I think I took these few skills that I had and I developed them through hard work and desire and determination. I could honestly say that I played 11 years and 900 to 1,000 games. I never walked on the court that I wasn't mentally ready to play.
Pettit showed his true grit as one of the game's all-time rebounders with nearly 13,000 career boards.
It turned out that what I really enjoyed in basketball more than anything else was rebounding. Probably enjoyed that even more than scoring, which is saying a lot.
That is saying a lot, as Pettit was also one of the game's greatest scorers. In fact, he was the first to reach the 20,000-point mark.
I scored 20,000 points, and here came Wilt, and I quit real quick. and I have to admit, it was something that I wanted to do, and you know, it still means something.
Nobody's come close to equaling his abilities as a power forward. The ability to go outside or score inside, be a passer, and be a dominant rebounder like Pettit was.
Pettit appeared in 11 All-Star games and won a record 4 Game MVP awards.
I went there with the idea I was playing against the best basketball players in the world, and I wanted to play well, you know, and I played as hard as I could play.
Although Pettit holds the record for the most All-Star MVPs, he's not the NBA legend who's made the most All-Star appearances. Can you name this Hall of Famer who stands above the rest? The answer when we return right here on NBA Action. Now the answer to our trivia question. The player with the most All-Star appearances is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In his astounding 20-year career, Kareem played in an incredible 18 mid-season classics. And fittingly, Jabbar broke the All-Star scoring mark in 1988. In this week's News, Notes, and Quotes, the Milwaukee Bucks' losing ways mounted to the point where they tied a club record of dubious distinction.
This from three. Oh, and that would have tied it. Bucks tying a franchise record with their 11th straight loss.
But they would avoid rewriting the record book as they would snap their streak the next game.
It's over. The Bucks have ended the 11-game losing streak.
The Warriors got an early Christmas present in the form of their super sixth man.
Sabonis trying to get inside. He does. Welcome back, Sabonis.
And the Bulls would add to their coach's impressive resume.
Phil Jackson gets his 200th win. The quickest coach in the NBA history to get to the 200 mark.
Coach Jackson must give some of the credit to Michael Jordan for his 200th win, as he scorched the Bullets for 57 points, including 6 for 8 threes. For MJ, it was just one of those nights where he had that air of invincibility.
Michael goes by and fades. Oh, yes! Got it! He's fouled. MJ shooting for 50. Oh, spins the other. They're on their feet. He'll fire another three. Oh, yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for 57.
Also on fire last week was the Rockets' Akeem Olajuwon, who posted a season-high 39 points against the Celtics. The dream was unstoppable as he continued to give Boston nightmares.
Olajuwon, great spin.
Whoa. Olajuwon. Wow.
Olajuwon. He is just not to be denied.
Finally, Washington's Rex Chapman had his career high last week against Cleveland, tossing in 37 points, including 5 three-pointers. Rex was simply unconscious.
This one. Uh-oh, Chapman again. Do you believe it? Chapman with 34, and right now he could make it from outside the building.
Oh, yeah? Well, in this week's edition of Encore, we'll show you some guys who would just as soon tear the whole building down.
3-on-1.
Slam dunk.
Alley-oop put down. Wow.
Sealy works down the left side against Bryson.
Anthony Bonner on an isolation on Leitner. Gets to baseline and finishes.
All right, that may be fine for the big guy. But when you're a bit smaller, you have to be a little more creative to score.
And there's the foul.
Oh, those little guys can be so pesky. Check out Isaiah buzzing around the high.
Ripped away by Larry Johnson. Isaiah steals. Does it count? Yes, it does.
Whatever Isaiah ate for breakfast, teammate Mark Randall must have had some too.
3 deep, right and through. Mark Randall triples at the horn.
But if you're talking about chucking it up, no one can top the excitable Chuck Person.
Person will try a 3. Jumper is good.
But that was only the start, as Chuck got it going against the Kings.
Got another 3. And another make.
Woo! It's a good thing he's learned to keep himself under control these days.
How about the loose ball going back to Person? Another 3. He's putting on a show. Go ahead, Chuck. Look at Chuck Person.
While Timberwolves fans are getting used to Person in Minnesota, Charles Barkley wants to meet every fan personally in his new home.
And he's kind enough to apologize to the woman he's sitting on right now.
Check out Rex Chapman looking graceful.
Excellent half-court execution.
Want to see some real execution? Then listen up as Larry Johnson slays the Hawks.
Just another play in the NBA.
Coming up, we'll see what's going down. And look who's got the ups in our courtside countdown.
Nice jump off for Minor. Oh, what a shot by Harold.
In this week's Inside Look, we focus on the brain thrust behind the championship banners in Chicago. On the sidelines, they almost resemble the inner workings of a high-performance engine. Each cylinder contributes, firing to ensure the smooth running of the Bulls. Chicago's coaches have experience within the ranks, an ingredient which has proved invaluable to Chicago's back-to-back championship run.
From my standpoint, I basically have the modern history of basketball on my coaching staff.
Jackson surrounded by longevity. Tex Winter's in his 46th year of coaching. Over 30 years ago, he wrote the triple post offense. Nowadays, it's required reading in Chicago.
Jordan back down the lane, right corner, Paxson. He fires, it's Yo Jimmy!
Assistant coach John Bach is in his 42nd year of coaching. Formerly the head man at Golden State, Bach concentrates on defense, creating the relentless pressure that Chicago prides itself on.
I think Phil doesn't get enough credit for putting together a lot of diverse people, diverse group of coaches who really free to express themselves.
Former NBA guard Jim Clemens is the junior partner of this firm, working with the Bulls guards. Together, this coaching staff has gathered over 100 years of experience between them. Their days are filled with film sessions, practices, and seemingly endless pre-game preparation.
They have to be in shape in order to be effective.
Oh, you mean the guys that are playing?
Yeah, I'm talking about our players, the guys who are playing the minutes.
No, they need a lot of rest. I think
we argue quite a bit, and I think one of the things that gives us strength is the fact that Phil Jackson's insistence upon our expressing our opinions. He doesn't squelch it.
You know, I would be a fool if I didn't use their talents. When I have a timeout situation, John Bach has been talking to me immediately, usually, about what's hurting us on the defensive end of the floor. Tex Winter's been doing a play-by-play on the bench, which gives us every sequence of offense that we run. And so by the time I get back in the huddle, I have 25 seconds or so to get something across to the team. And that's about as succinct as you can be.
We don't like what we got when we come in. We go corner series again. Bill was wide open here on the corner series.
I think, you know, we got a great staff, and they came together as one to all sort of put their mind together to make us a lot better team as well as individual players.
Collectively, this foursome has a single goal on which to focus, creating the right game plan to bring Chicago another championship. From a very successful coaching philosophy in Chicago to a brand new one in San Antonio. In this week's Magic Moments, we take a look at John Lucas's maiden voyage as a head coach in the NBA.
I'm glad to be with all 12 of my guys. Let's get started, you all. Hey, Rex, let's go, you all. Hey, look, we got to win this game. This is the test for your car. Second deal on this, you owe me. You owe me one. This is new to me. I need your help tonight. We 1-0. We're going to lose somewhere down the line. But it ain't going to be tonight. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All right, thank you. All right. Go, baby boy. Hey, find a way tonight. LA, get underneath, son. Get your breath, baby boy. Hey, it's your neighborhood. Get around with it. Let's go to work on it. I don't care how many shots you shoot. All day, Lloyd. All day. Let's go. 60. Hold it. Listen to me. Come on, let's build on this. No, let's build on this, please. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Right here, the next 4 minutes is this ball game. The next 4 minutes is this ball game. Yeah, what? Take them all.
Now that we have you on the edge of your seat, we bring you the top 10 plays of the week.
5, 4, 3, 2.
In our courtside countdown. At number 10, we have the Heat's Kevin Edwards helping the Jazz hit a sour note in Miami.
That's on play, Kevin Edwards. Terrific. Nice slammer.
We move to L.A., where it's Hollywood time for the Clippers' Ron Harper.
Gary Grant doing a great job. Ron Harper with an exclamation point.
You know, it just goes to show you that you get a second chance in life. And in 24 seconds.
Corner second again.
Good.
Score the goal.
Say, haven't you seen this before in Orlando?
Oh, rejection O'Neal. Clean block. Curve lob ahead. Shaq catches and the dunk.
At number 6, this Miner finds a golden touch in Orlando.
Miner posting up and scoring. He hung in the air long enough for Shaquille O'Neal to float by.
How about this for a game-saving play by Blue Edwards?
There's big back doors wide open. Oh, what a play by Edwards. Oh, I got to see that again.
At number 4, it's no small wonder that Phoenix keeps winning when they come up with plays like this.
On to Dumas to the glass. Saves it back to Marley. He'll add up and in. That was an excellent play by Dumas. He had great court sense, a lot.
In New Jersey, Derek dazzles us with his nifty dish.
vacuum with them. Oh, you gotta love it. Is right.
For number 2, we're back in Milwaukee, where it's May Day for the Knicks. Look out.
Shakes off 2 defenders and fires. Yes. Oh, that is unbelievable. That is cool. 2 Knicks go flying by, and he hits the 3.
And for this week's Edge Superior performance, the Admiral tells the Clippers to abandon ship.
Leaves Robinson, and David goes to the hole for the slam.
He not only dunked it, but he dunked on 3 guys. Oh, my. You got to run that back. Oh, my goodness. That's Harper and Norman. That's 3 guys. Oh, man.